Plenty of job opportunities in Portugal for foreigners, so those who want to visit and settle there won't need to worry too much. We give you a list of vacancies in Portugal that will sponsor your visa and instructions on how to work there for a foreigner. In this video, you will also get a broad overview of employment opportunities for foreigners in the Portuguese labor market. Portugal's employment market. Because many chances primarily depend on language soft skills, the accessibility of the Portuguese job market varies for people who speak English and those who speak Portuguese. Having said that, more and more companies are opening offices in Portugal and are specifically looking for fluent English speakers. Portuguese speakers will typically have more job opportunities in professions requiring specialized training, such as those for architects, accountants, engineers, doctors, and lawyers. There are still a number of careers that demand English speakers. For instance, the labor market in Lisbon is currently open to foreign applicants, and there are numerous job possibilities for developers in the IT and software sectors. Lisbon in particular has transformed over the past 5 years into a startup hotspot, increasing the amount of English-speaking chances for foreigners. Hosting the Web Summit likely contributed to this rise in startup activity. You'll notice that Portugal's tourism industry is booming, making it easy to find an English-speaking job there. However, the startup industry hasn't been the only one growing across the nation. Portugal work requirements and eligibility. To live and work in Portugal, European nationals are not need to have a visa or a work permit. These residents merely need to get a tax identification number from Finanças and register their address with the City Hall. You must first apply for a visa if you are a citizen of a third nation. To do this, you must arrive in the country with a job contract or the promise of a job contract, and you must then apply for a residence permit. Visa sponsorship jobs in Portugal for foreigners 2023 and 2024 list. This is a list of current positions that provide foreigners with visa sponsorship in Portugal. Corporate Services Analyst, Account Executive, Product Engineering Lead, Information Technology Senior Associate, Corporate Services Senior, Specialist Senior Business Analyst, Software Engineer. In Generalist, Java Full Stack Software Engineer, Senior Software Engineer, Staff Accountant, Data and Business Analyst, Data Scientist, Application Support Engineer, Corporate Services Senior Specialist, How to Work in Portugal as a Foreigner. You might want to know some crucial information about the job market in Portugal and the industries that are open to expats. Whether you're a digital nomad looking for a remote work opportunity, a student interested in taking up a quick summer job, or a permanent resident seeking to start a career in Portugal, you'll be in a better position to decide on future employment chances in the country if you do this. Portugal's working conditions and pay. A typical full-time job in Portugal lasts 8 hours each day or 40 hours per week. Portugal's minimum wage, which is now €822.05 a month based on 12 payments per year or €665 based on 14 payments, is lower than that of the majority of other European Union member states. These pay scales will be applicable to the travel and hospitality industry as well as call centers. However, depending on where you work in the hospitality industry, tips could dramatically increase your pay. Be not discouraged if you work in a startup or professional service. The pay in these roles will increase significantly. Resume recommendations in Portugal. A typical resume in Portuguese consists of 3 sections. Your personal information is listed first, followed by your most recent work experience, degrees, and certifications. Having said that, you are free to select the structure that highlights your unique skills and best suits your career journey. Simply bear in mind the following advice. 1 page should be adequate to show you fit a position. Short summaries are appreciated. Your resume may consist of 2 pages, but no more than 3 depending on what positions you are applying for and whether you need to go into more technical details. Average salary and the minimum wage. The monthly gross average wage in Portugal is €1,100. This number is highly arbitrary. The average gross salary for highly qualified workers is €1,800. It drops to €900 for people without a university degree. So what does a good salary look like in Portugal? You may begin to understand the issue residents have with the current job market and the rising rent prices if you realize that the average rent in the country is €1,100. Aim for at least €1,500 net if you want to live comfortably in the nation, because you can locate housing for 1/3 of your pay with this amount. The most demanded jobs and their pay. Portugal's most sought-after occupations are found in the hospitality, communication, information technology, and healthcare industries. We give a list of these in-demand professions along with other typical vocations and their average salaries for your reference.